Hey YouTube, Legend of Sama here. I'm doing another Shogun 2 commentary with Red Warrior over here. I'm going to put this in slow motion so I can explain the armies fast. In fact, I'll just put it on pause. We're playing against two extremely good 2v2 players, Aggony1pain1Red and Yuri. These two are 68 on the 2v2 ladder, and just one warning, I do not play very well in this game. Red Warrior pretty much saves my butt most of this game. So, anyway, with that out of the way, they're both from TWI Italia. So, TWI Italia, I've noticed, has been making quite a bit of a comeback on this stage. So, back in slow motion, I have two Hold Firm Yaris. One is actually well upgraded. The other one is pretty much junk, just with Hold Firm. And then I got, I think, 4 Katana Samurai, all with about 21 attack each because of retainers that they brought. And then 1 Monk, 2 Naginata Attendants, a Yari Ashigaru, and then 2 Monk Cav. Neither of them have Warcry. One is some upgraded on bonus versus Cav, and then I have 2 Katana Cav with some very nice upgrades on those. And then my opponent, Yuri, has a Monk Cav, a Yari Cav, and another Monk Cav. And a Monk, 1 Monk, 2, 3, 4 Katana Sams, 2 Monks, and I think 3 Attendants, some with some chevrons. Matchlock Monk with 6 chevrons, his General, and this Waco Raider that has only 40 men, so that was a bit of an interesting tactic. So we'll just pause this so I can show you Red's opponent. Katana Cav, Light Cav, Katana Cav. General, I do believe it is a melee gen. Yes, it is a melee general. A mounted Naginata, so some very, very cheap Cav. And he just went infantry heavy. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Katana Samurai. I think with, yeah, about 20 attack each. And then 2 Yari Ashigaru with Hold Firm. So those are some pretty nice units. And we'll show you Red's army. He's got a Monk, 1 Monk, I think he's got 2 Monks, 3 Monks, 4 Monks, nope, 3 Monks, Naginata Attendants, a Matchlock Monk, a Lone Sword, a Nodachi, a Yari Ashigaru with some nice upgrades, and another Nodachi, and then he's got a Monk Cav, a Katana Cav, another Monk Cav, and another Katana Cav, and his General. So he's just brought a whole ton of Cav, and here I'm engaging already in the Cav fight. I managed to get a charge off this guy, but he's got a good bonus versus Cav, so he'll beat that Monk Cav. But now I'm going to pull out my Katana Cav, and this is where Katana Cav are very deadly if you can get the charge off these units. Unfortunately, he upgraded the anti-Cav, so that'll make it even harder for me. But I do have this Yari Ashigaru I will send into this fight very shortly. Now, they started losing suddenly here when I threw in that Katana Cav. And here, this one was actually doing a lot better. But this Monk Cav doesn't hold out long enough, which is the problem for me. So I will end up losing this Cav fight. The whole time I was kind of not sure that I would lose it, but he just popped a increased range, so it's got about 150 range. That's crazy. So Red is trying to send some Cav over to me, and I'm gonna reposition my units here. This Yari Ashigaru should start attacking them anytime. And my Monk Cav over here just died, so I'm gonna lose that side of the battle, but I'm gonna do some decent damage, and this Monk Cav is gonna die. Thanks to my Elenier companions. And here, if I had been thinking right, I would have just placed my Yari Ashigaru right here, and then just let my Matchlock shoot, and he just decimates this Waco Raider. It doesn't even take part in the battle. But this Cav unit suddenly starts not wavering, I think because they got rallied, and then these units get rallied. But Katana Cav doesn't really do much in this battle, unfortunately. That's one of the major features of my battle. But see, I do have tons of spears here. He just redirects them, and I still don't understand how in the battle he actually manages to crash right through my lines, and you'll see that pretty shortly here. He's sending in some attendants. I'm getting crushed over here. Red's katana cav won't get there in time, but I crushed the other cav unit. I still have pretty much half my monk cav and at least 3/4 of my katana cav still alive. And I'm still shooting this Waker Raider. It's dead. And I need to kill this Matchlock Samurai because it's gonna kill my spears. I think I get him into spear wall. And see here, I think he manages to bash right through. Or does he go through here? I really forget how that worked. But I finally broke his cav over there. And we're going to try and kill the last bit of his cav over here. So this Yari will hold these attendants quite well. No problem, combat even. They've got some upgrades though, which will make them a little bit more powerful. And nobody can capture the sword dojo. And here, he's smashing through. I have absolutely no idea how he's just bashing right through my monk and right into my katana sams. But my matchlocks are getting plenty of fire off. So that's very, very good. We're kind of losing the cav fight over here because he brought a monk in, but most of his cav is already dead. I really need to disengage these cav units because they're dying. Now he's just pouring his swords onto this spear wall. And both my spear walls have hold firm, and there I pop a hold firm because this unit is about to rout. And so, there. Oh no, this one is affected by this hold firm. Never mind, I do not pop off the hold firm on this one because he actually routs before I get the chance to, which really ticked me off because these cav are just running rampant. I cannot kill these units. For some reason, I just could not kill them. And I've got monks in there, and I've got this Katana Samurai just getting beat up, and it's just disaster on my end. I'm not doing very good. Red has sent all his units over to me. He's kept that Katana Cav back here just to kind of really hammer those swords if he gets the chance. What I really should have done is if I had taken a better look at Info's army, I could have sent my Katana Cav over that way and used my Monk Cav to just fight these guys with spears. But this side of the battle is going okay, but I'm gonna get outflanked if I don't do something soon. And right down the middle here, it's just chaos. Red is gonna get into this Matchlock Samurai, so that is gonna really help me out. That thing has some pretty decent stats, but this one will kill me if I don't get rid of it somehow. And he's just taking pot shots at my attendants. I'm gonna kill this monk cav. His general's running around over here. His melee gen. That's really what's gonna end up killing a lot of my units, unfortunately. This unit is getting swarmed, and this unit actually will beat like all my units. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that, but this monk cav will rout shortly, I think, here, because he inspired him. I'm going to try and use this attendant to flank and try and get at that annoying matchlock. So anyway, I'm just going to speed this back up to normal. So this unit is starting to waver. I've war cried it, and it's just not dying. And Red manages to get into his general, get into the matchlock. There, it finally routs. And his other katana is still trying to rout. And here, he's managed to hold him off with this Naginata monk. Now, he runs into this matchlock monk, and that's going to play a crucial role, that monk. If it dies, then we're in trouble. And here, I'm getting hammered, and I've already used my hold firm, so I'm just getting clobbered over there. I need this stinking cav units to this general to just die. It just won't die. Melee generals can be very, very frustrating, but I still have a matchlock, and that'll prove very, very important. And they're kind of on a ridge, so they'll have a pretty good firing position. And here, Red's just being able to hold off so many units from getting to the fight while we try and kill this guy. Now, because these guys are quite good, they already know their strategy. So we have to really, really try to get this guy cleaned up because he's just killing us. And finally, I'm starting to get off some shots on these katanas, and they're just not dying. This monk like holds out forever because it's got just insane stats. and my units start wavering, and he's sniping my general. Just enough, and I finally get him mounted up and out of the way. And I'm still shooting him. Red is trying to help me. And I finally break that stinking monk. And all his units over here start wavering because he has a melee general. And so there went one. And that's going to really help us. And I'm going to send some monks and stuff over there too. My monks aren't nearly as good as his. And I don't know why his monks are just suddenly running away. That's kind of odd. But I'm still trying to kill this general. I'm like, okay, you want to snipe my general? I'll snipe you back. But this matchlock monk is just slaughtering this matchlock samurai of mine. I could not manage to kill his general. In fact, his general lives throughout the battle. It really irked me. But and I think this replay is slightly corrupted because these units actually were beaten. And so I think this whole game will show that we lost. In fact, we actually managed to pull it off and win. These units died. They just had 2 matchlock, a very depleted monk, and some other units. Maybe his general will kill them. I don't know. This is corrupted. Yeah, very corrupted. So unfortunately that it's corrupted, but I mean, well, we can't really do much about that. My general died. Yeah, okay, let me just pause this. So what happened was, we killed all his infantry over here. Red did with, just barely. It was a very well fought, side of the battle, but over here, he had 2 matchlocks, a matchlock monk and a matchlock samurai that still were alive, and then a depleted monk and a lone sword, I think it was, and Red still had a depleted lone sword, a monk, a Yari Ashigaru, and his general. And I was completely destroyed, and I had no units left. And he lined up here, got the sword dojo. They also have the armory dojo, and Red manages to get into melee with his matchlock and manages to pull off the win in that manner. So it was a very well fought game by our opponents. It was extremely close. I played terribly. If I hadn't played so bad, I think we would have had a better chance of winning. So it's just rather unfortunate the way it happened. But yeah, let's see. Maybe all the see, these units are just running around randomly. All those units are dead. These units are all going to run around randomly or just sit there while they die. Yeah, so replay is quite corrupted, so that's too bad. But well, I hope you enjoyed the battle. Hope you enjoyed the new music I've added to this. So yeah, if you enjoyed the battle, rate, comment, subscribe, and I hope to have some more videos coming up shortly. HOE, or former HOE illusionist, has some footage he's allowed me to use, so I'll probably use that. Some very nice stuff there. So you can expect to see some of that. So I think I will call this this battle a wrap, since it is too corrupted for me to really continue. So hope you enjoyed the battle, and well, see you next time.